Hello, in this video I'm going to talk about Windows Subsystem for Linux version 2. This is a piece of Windows software that allows a user to install multiple Linux distros under Windows as lightweight virtual machines. It offers a smooth enough user experience that I would argue a average developer like me, can skip installing two operating systems on your laptop. So basically, you can just have one Windows operating system and still do your development work under Linux using this WSL2. It obviates the need of having a remote Linux server as well. Okay, let's jump to installation. The first install is just a one-liner, WSL space double hyphen install. To uninstall, it's WSL space double hyphen unregister. And you should follow the command with the distro name. For example, Ubuntu. Currently, there are at least 3 distros supported, but I just use Ubuntu. As of today, October 2023, the Ubuntu installation is Ubuntu 22, long-term support version. Okay, once you install, to uninstall, it's unregistered. Just replace double hyphen install with a double hyphen unregistered. Yeah, it's a one-liner, very easy. When you run the command, you have to use run as administrator. The uninstallation is almost instantaneous. The installation takes just a couple minutes max, depending on your computer. Once you have installed the virtual machine, you will be able to access it through an icon here. Click on this Ubuntu icon. It will launch the Ubuntu terminal. As I mentioned, it is just a virtual machine and it's not 100% Linux, so there is a few seconds of delay. But it's smooth enough. And you can do all your installations under this black window, but most likely you will use Visual Studio Code to access it as a developer. So once you launch Visual Studio Code, you need to install a little plugin called WSL. So once you install this little guy, you will have a blue button at the lower left corner. Click on the button, you can connect to your virtual machine. It's exactly the same user experience as if you were connecting to a remote Linux server via SSH. Same experience, except you do not need to configure anything. The Windows knows the Linux distro inside out. Okay, so for data science work, I tested Python. I installed Python on my Linux, and it runs Jupyter Notebook without any issues. And for development work, I test Node.js, Angular, all that kind of stuff. No problem at all. It's identical to running. This Visual Studio Code obviously is installed on your Windows system, so it's identical to running Visual Studio Code through SSH tunnel connected to a Linux server. Same experience, the virtual machine. There are some little quirks. For example, if you want to download a file under Windows and copy it under the Linux operating system, you need to pay attention. There are some other files I'll just show you. So here, downloads. So this little file, week 3. Don't ask me what it is about. It's a class I'm taking. Control-C, you go to a Linux distro, Ubuntu, home directory, your username, code, let's say Python, and data mining week 3. Control-V. See, the file is being copied, but the screen does not update. You have to press F5 to refresh the screen to see the file. And you will notice there are 2 files. You copied just one file, but why there are 2 files? The second zone identifier file is for Windows operating system to track or access this file under the Linux file system. And when you copy the file from Windows to Linux, chances are you will want to use Linux software to access the file. So this identifier file is not needed. So just to remove it, cd change directory into your week 3. See, okay, remove any file ending with .identifier. Okay, that removed it. So that's very straightforward. It's not 100% Linux, but the user experience is smooth enough that I'd argue that there's no need to install a second Linux operating system on your computer. Okay, that's my video. Thank you.